matchup, we have King Ghidorah versus Muto Prime. Now, this is a matchup with two absolutely colossal beasts. Both of these kaijus are at alpha status, at or around alpha status. And in this matchup, King Ghidorah stands at a little over 500 feet tall, while Muto Prime stands at somewhere around 400 feet tall. King Ghidorah comes into battle with the gravity beams, the two spiked tails, the ability of flight, which can obviously cause hurricane-sized winds. And King Ghidorah's most useful and perhaps most insane ability is the regeneration, which is very impressive. King Ghidorah is able to regenerate at a very fast pace, able to regenerate body parts and limbs very fast. And Muto Prime comes into this battle with an armored shell, very armored up, has the earthquake footsteps, has the ability to cause earthquakes. Muto Prime has the sonic screech, perhaps the most formidable weapon that Muto Prime comes into battle with. And Muto Prime also has the tendrils, which is how Muto Prime is able to lay eggs into its victims, into a dead titan, because that's obviously what this kaiju is known for, is to kill other titans and then lay eggs inside them. And a very interesting comparison to make right off the bat is how King Ghidorah is able to create the hurricane winds, basically just a hurricane, and Muto Prime's able to create an earthquake. I thought that was a very neat comparison to make there, is that both of these kaijus are forces of nature, but both of them are causing different types of natural disasters. You have the hurricanes from King Ghidorah, and you have the earthquakes from Muto Prime. As far as what these two did in their respective movies, King Ghidorah was able to take down all of the main titans in King of the Monsters, was able to take down Rodan easily, was able to disintegrate Mothra, was able to fight Godzilla multiple stances, multiple fights, lost in the water, but definitely defeated Godzilla on land. The way he defeated Godzilla in the end was kind of unorthodox, but King Ghidorah did beat Godzilla. Now, as far as Muto Prime goes, we did not see Muto Prime in a movie, but obviously the graphic novel, it's all based off of actual lore, and it is canon. Muto Prime is known to be taking down multiple species of Godzilla. To note that you're taking down multiple kaijus of the Godzilla family is a very big feat. And while King Ghidorah did successfully take down Godzilla, Muto Prime was able to kill multiple Godzillas. Now obviously the Godzilla we're talking about in the movie right now was able to defeat Muto Prime. It was with help and distraction from other characters. As far as breaking this down exactly, size, obviously, in this battle goes to King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah at least has 100 feet on Muto Prime, maybe even more. I have Muto Prime standing right around 400 feet. I'm estimating that he's right around the same size as, she's right around the same size as Godzilla at around 400 feet, but nonetheless, King Ghidorah definitely has size. I'd say weapons goes to Muto Prime. Now the reason I say this is because not only the sonic screech, which is a formidable weapon, don't know how super effective it will be on King Ghidorah. I still think it will be effective. Main reason why I give weapons to Muto Prime, and I know it might be kind of confusing, and I see where a lot of people could probably argue with me on that, because King Ghidorah has the gravity beams and the two spiked tails, and those weapons are just really formidable. But if we look at this closer, we don't know really what the spiked tails would have done to Godzilla because they weren't used. But if you look at the gravity beams really did nothing to Godzilla. They kind of just pushed him around, but they didn't do any actual damage, versus Muto Prime's sonic screech that was able to very badly injure Godzilla. King Ghidorah was able to hurt Godzilla with the ultimate lightning ability, but in reality King Ghidorah really used an unorthodox way to injure Godzilla in that moment. And yes, it was King Ghidorah, but King Ghidorah used the environment around him, a very unorthodox situation, and I just feel that that is a 1 in a million shot there versus Muto Prime, that the sonic screech is always with her. It was obviously used to drain the energy, atomic energy from Godzilla, but nonetheless that's a very deadly weapon, and that's why I give weapons to Muto Prime in this battle. Now durability easily goes to King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah has insane durability, able to take the atomic breath, able to take shots from Mothra, from Rodan, able to take shots from military like nothing. King Ghidorah has an insane durability, and that regeneration just adds more to it. Speed and agility I'd have to give to Muto Prime though, because just comparing the Mutos and how fast they were before they were combined, they are very quick. They're very quick kaijus. The male Muto being extremely quick, but even the female Muto being really quick. And in this graphic novel, we know that Muto Prime is very aggressive and is able to go up with Godzilla, who's obviously pretty fast. I'd say Muto Prime would definitely get the speed and agility, and just because of the way King Ghidorah is built, just makes King Ghidorah not as agile, especially on the ground. Now, but feats definitely goes to King Ghidorah. And I know I said feats would be a very close one to, as far as edging it out to one kaiju, but I would give feats to King Ghidorah, and here's why. So Muto Prime did defeat multiple kaijus, which is very impressive. Multiple Godzillas, which is really saying something. Taking out one Godzilla is one thing, taking out multiple is another. It's insane. But King Ghidorah was able to take out the Godzilla that we know and love in the movies, but was also able to take out two different kaijus in the air. Now this just shows a much bigger diversity of the kaijus that King Ghidorah was able to take out, and being able to take out two big kaijus like Rodan and Mothra in the air and Godzilla on the ground. I just think I definitely give feats to King Ghidorah in this matchup. And as far as intelligence goes, about the last thing I had written down, intelligence I wouldn't really give either way, because I don't think either of them are smarter than the other. They are both intelligent in their own ways, but I really couldn't give that one way. But as far as looking at everything I just said, size, durability, and feats goes to King Ghidorah, while weapons barely goes to Muto Prime, and speed and agility goes to Muto Prime. And overall, I think Muto Prime is an absolutely formidable force, but King Ghidorah is also. They both have incredible feats, both have really insane durability. Muto Prime does go into battle with the Sonic Screech, which I think would be formidable, but not nearly as effective as it was on Godzilla. It does have the Earthquake footsteps, which will be very impressive. The Armored Shell will make it very difficult for King Ghidorah to actually pierce into the skin of Muto Prime and get any major damage off. But overall, King Ghidorah has a lot going on his side. Being able to fly is a very important factor. Being able to fly around, swoop in, and then King Ghidorah has the gravity beams, has their spike tails, and ultimately any damage Muto Prime is able to get off with any of the weapons she has, it's going to be negated by the regeneration power. Even if Muto Prime's able to get some damage off with the Sonic Screech, or distract King Ghidorah, it'll just regenerate, be able to fly around, and I don't see anything that Muto Prime has to get any major damage off fast enough or quick enough to be able to take out King Ghidorah. And ultimately, I see weapons that will stun King Ghidorah, make this a very uncomfortable and difficult situation, but ultimately King Ghidorah will reign supreme in this fight, and I think overall King Ghidorah will get the win in this fight in the end. But make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup, and which matchup I should do next. Make sure you let me know down below, and thanks for watching.